Laura Morris is a designer and a Feng Shui expert, and she's going to be here in just a minute to talk about how to use Feng Shui in your bedroom to get more loving in your life, right?
Say it again, loving in your life.
Absolutely. But first, everybody check out this space that needed her help.
Thanks for coming down, sweetie.
Hi, Stephen and Chris. I'm at my client's house. She's asked me to take a look at her bedroom to see if it's set up for love. Let's take a look. The first thing I look for when I come into a space is the overall flow of chi, or energy. This room is great. It's really bright and airy, which is fantastic, but I've seen quite a bit of clutter. They could be stacked up magazines, it could be large pieces of furniture, and in those spots where there's the clutter, that means the chi can't go. So we really need to address those issues. All right, let's see what's under the bed. This is a great spot for stuff. Okay, it looks like, I don't know, a chair, a box of stuff. So all of this clutter and obstacles that are around the bed, under the bed, beside the bed, that can actually represent emotional baggage and communication breakdown. So this is why I'm pretty concerned about this stuff. The next thing I like to look at when I'm assessing a space is the furniture layout. This room is set up for a single person. There's one side table, one lamp. The bed isn't perfectly centered. It could be better. Typically, I actually see beds pressed right up against the wall. And this side has this lovely piece of furniture, which I actually quite like, but it's really not in a great spot. So what we need to do is balance out this space so it's set up for love. This desk is another issue. Not only does it have a computer on it, which I don't love, but it's also blocking the entrance into the room, which blocks chi. The other thing too is we need to sort of deal with this visual clutter so that it's calmer and more harmonious. And then the other thing is her closet. So this is another very well organized, got lots of nice clothes, but we really don't want to see them, especially when she's sleeping. The biggest thing I notice off the bat is the blue and the white, which is very soothing and beautiful, but it actually represents metal, which can be a bit rigid. She's got blue and white bed sheets, she's got blue and white pillow, even the carpet here at the foot of the bed is blue and white. The drapes are white, the walls are pale blue. She clearly really loves this and it's soothing for her, but I think we're gonna just have to melt it a bit with some other elements. As you can see, we have a few issues to take care of, replacing some of the missing elements and balancing the space overall. But I've got some ideas, and I can't wait to show you.
Everybody, welcome Laura. Honey. You got your work cut out for you in there.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. The chi, is it the chi is off or there's something's off?
As you can see, yeah, the chi was off because it was being blocked.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing for me was the positioning of the furniture, which I see all the time. I don't know what it is. I guess people want more space, and when they're single, they just shove the bed against the wall. I mean, it wasn't quite that bad, but it needed some work. And the other thing was the metal, as I spoke to. So she obviously is comfortable with one particular element, and it was metal, which is common for people to have that element they gravitate to.
Yeah.
So melt that.
You found that element was in the color, the blue, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but there's 5 elements in total.
Elements,
Let's go through some of the 5 that you're supposed to have in there, because that's how you start getting the chi back, right?
Well, you balance all 5. So she had a lot of metal. Metal is represented, so each of the 5 elements has a color, a shape, and also material. And what they are is the 5 elements they have to stay in balance because they each represent a different energy that you find in nature. So when you think about it, you see wood, trees, it has a certain kind of energy, and that energy is healing energy.
Yeah, and we want to bring that into our home.
You want to bring in have all of those balanced so that nothing's out of whack. Now you can play with it and add a little bit more of another element if you want to achieve something, but it's good to just balance it out first.
Okay, so let's go through some of them.
So for her, it was metal, right?
Metal, okay.
So there's fire.
Okay.
And then I don't have them all represented here, but fire, earth. And then water, metal, and wood.
Okay.
Okay.
So because we were dealing with a metal space, there are elements that counter other elements. So for instance, for metal, fire melts metal.
Okay.
So you bring in fire. Like when you're dealing with a space with has a massive amount of metal, I really just wanted to bring in one key element and then with some other little accessories balance out the rest of the elements.
Okay, let's talk about the love part. How is the feng shui actually going to help? How are you specifically going to zero in on the love?
Well, you saw
that's what we're doing, looking for love, and I got to say it 4 times. Lovin'.
Looking for lovin'.
You're looking for lovin'.
Lovin' comes when you set your bedroom up for more than one person.
Okay.
It really is a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Right.
So if you sit there and set your bedroom up like you're single, that just creates this cycle, right? So that was a big thing, and you'll see.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is, if your energy is out of whack or blocked, how can you meet someone if you don't feel good about yourself and your energy is low?
Right.
And then when you do get to the bedroom, the energy is, it's just off.
Yeah.
And you were talking about the stuff that was under the bed there.
Yeah.
What were you putting out? It looked like a lawn chair or
Okay, there was a
something.
lawn chair, but you know what was the craziest thing? Is when I moved that, you'll see what I did, but I found crutches, and I'm not talking like one crutch, a cane, a crutch, a brace, in the corner, covered with about 2 inches of dust.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that
is not good. So,
right.
so like that kind of
That's
stuff.
stagnant energy, isn't it?
Exactly,
Like, yeah.
exactly. It's
that's not going to help you when you're getting your lovin' on.
No,
Yeah.
but you're like, it's
Where do the
you know,
crutches?
Good. It depends what you're into.
and what you're looking for.
What
Yeah.
you're looking for.
Yeah.
Okay,
Guys
so
with canes.
you got the rich ones. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about some of the flowers and the pillows that you have here.
Yeah,
How did they help?
This pillow is great because it actually represents a lot of different elements. Also, when I bring in fire is red and orange. I don't want to bring in a giant red thing, I want it. You do want it still keep design in mind, which is what I like to do.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I love this, and it's got the dark blue of water. It's got the red and oranges of fire. It's got the flowers, which are wood.
Right.
And so it's got a lot of elements that are healing and good to add to the bedroom.
already in
So
here.
it had a little bit, but then I picked it up even further.
Yeah.
I picked orange. I didn't go red because I just thought it worked better with the pale blue.
Right.
So, and it still achieves the fire. So yeah, so I put in the throw, added the shams.
And these are cute too, like things in pairs, right?
Yeah, it's symbolic, right? So
Yeah.
you want to add, you want to be a pair, so you add pairs.
Okay.
So, and this is obviously this nice hot pink is great too.
I
That's
like it.
love. Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, you're going to show us what you did in that space,
see it come
and we're going to
together.
see the love and start to happen. I got to say it 6 times. We are back, and we are with designer and feng shui expert Laura Morris, and we were looking at, before the break, a bedroom that needed some love for some feng shui, and now we're going to have a look at the reveal.
This desk is one of those big pieces we were talking about. As much as I love it, it's gotta go. We're gonna just move this piece over so we can make some room for the side table. And this is gonna go. Okay, so you're probably wondering, why is she putting white on there? Well, you know what? The client likes white, she's comfortable with white, but don't worry, I'm gonna add lots of punches of color. So as you can see, I did add some color, as promised. And I've added some nice fiery red orange, which came right out of that painting, and I melted that metal. I've added 2 matching tables and 2 matching lamps. I've changed the bedroom layout from a bedroom for 1 to a bedroom for 2. If you build it, they will come. I've added some chi enhancers, candles, bamboo, crystals, and what this will do is this is going to bring in more positive energy and it's going to enhance the chi. And look, even Buddha's happy. Just doing a quick fix to cover up this visual clutter with some really pretty fabric. So now I've covered up the closet so there's no more visual distraction because the bedroom is for 2 things, sleep and intimacy. And when the clutter's covered, you sleep a lot better. And here we have a cute little rose quartz heart, and I'm going to put a pair right beside her bed, which also happens to be in her love corner, which is going to help her out when she's looking for that potential partner. Well, my client's bedroom is finally set up for love. We've added some nice soft textures, we've added some hot colors, and some great chi enhancers. And I can't wait to hear the results. And I wish her the best.
You know I'm going to say it. You know I'm going to say it again. That bedroom looks like it's made for some good loving.
Let's hope so. Let's hope so.
Yeah, let's work on that. But you know, I noticed that the pear thing was really big, having things in twos.
Yes. Again, it's symbolic, and like I added these cute little hearts.
Yeah.
And the quartz, it heals the heart, so the rose quartz, and so it's nice to add it in pair just to give that symbolism too. You know, again, keep it in twos. Keep thinking about your bedroom as if someone else were there, even if they're not there.
You should put two toothbrushes, have one in one drawer and one on the other side.
There you go. Like
Exactly.
seriously, yeah.
And now if you